Welcome back, everybody. Today I've got a large project. This is a 12-inch Victorinox Forstner butcher knife. It's called a Victorinox Fiberox, according to the handle. The problem that it's not a problem, but what I've had to figure out was how to sharpen this. When I put this, first let's find the angle. Typical. I'm going to guess this is probably 15. Okay, 20. We're at 20 right there. No good. As I've said in the past, if we get inside the circle, our angle is too big. See, we passed the circle a little bit. Okay, there it is. 15 degrees. So our angle is going to be 15 degrees. But the problem is, when I put this in here and I go to make passes, I'm not going to be able to make my passes all the way out to the end and still maintain an angle that I like. Like here, you can see the angle is straight according to my jig. It's a little crooked here, so it's still not bad. But when I get, even here is okay, but when I get way out here, I'm way out. So what I found is that we are going to do this in stages. And what I like to do is I'll put this blade in, I'll lock it down. In fact, that's pretty good where it is right now, so we'll lock it in place. Okay. Put a stone in. This is really sharp to begin with. I really don't have to do much to it. Just tune it up a little bit. Again, when I put the stone in, I make sure it's equal all the way around. Get my jig out of the way a little bit. I turn this on, I put this on here, and I have to zero this out. It's zero, and now I'll just place this and I'll put my foot on here to hold it. Right in the middle, put my gauge on it, and I'll set this 15 degrees. I have a video on how I do all this. I can't really show you the angles because it's not, I always start with my blade, the handle to the left. And that's 15 degrees. And I'll just move my stop up a little bit. Okay, this is just water. I'll put about 10 passes on each side. Now what I'm doing is I'm looking at this and I'm stopping right past the edge of my jig here, my hold down plate, with the edge of the stone. So when I go to move it, I know how far to move it. You could put blue tape on the knife if you want to, anything to mark it so when you go to move the blade, you know how far to move it. Alright, last one. Now when you rotate these with this jig, you got to be careful that you don't cut yourself with it. So I find that I always try to rotate the blade to the bottom, give myself more than enough room, make sure my arm's out of the way so the point doesn't stab me. And we'll put some water on this side. And again, we'll start at this point and end at the edge of the blade. 3 more. Alright, so now again I got to be careful. So now we're going to slide the blade down. Now what I'll do is I'll hold my finger here and I'll slide it till I get right to the other side, and now we'll lock it down in place. Again, if you drop a tool, just be careful when you reach your hand on there, you don't cut yourself on your blade. I've done that already. Alright, now we're going to repeat the 10 passes. I'm going to turn my table a little bit. See what I was talking about? Almost got me. After I probably sharpen that up, it would have gotten me. And we'll pass 10 more again. Well, it did. Nothing unusual for me to get a little cut. I still can't get a full pass. I'm going to move my camera back a little bit. There we go. The last pass. Turn it around. And we'll do 10 more. As you can see, I'm making sure that I'm going past my points. And this will be the last one. Let me get a rag. Oh yeah, that's good and sharp. Anyhow, that's how I sharpen large knives. You can see it's nice and sharp. So again, just be careful with it. As you can see, I gave myself a little cut today. I'll put some antibiotics on it. But this is again a 12-inch Victorinox Forster knife. It's a butcher knife, really nice, great steel. I put a real nice keen edge on it. I know the owner won't have any issues with this. So again, thank you for watching, and please subscribe.